online crew. Hope you're having an awesome day. I've got a simple question for you. How would you like more people reaching out to you, asking you about your products, asking you about what it is that you actually do online? How would life be for you if there were more people reaching out to you than you reaching out to people? Would that feel good? Would that feel better? How do you get to that point? That's what I want to discuss with you today. And this is a really important topic because I really don't think enough people in this industry, and when I say industry, I am talking, social selling, direct sales, network marketing, home-based business, entrepreneurs. I don't think enough people really understand. You might have heard, but I'm not sure if people really understand what attraction marketing actually means and what personal branding really means. And why I want to raise this with you today is, for those of you that are aware, last week we did this amazing lead generation bootcamp. But what's come out of that, and a discussion that I had with quite a few people in the coaching community yesterday, is this issue of branding and how do you position yourself online? And I'm telling you right now, you have a brand of some sort. But is it where you want to position yourself currently on social media? Is it good enough? Are you showing up enough? Do people actually know what you do? All the things, okay? So I want to have a discussion around that, and then I've got a pretty cool announcement to help you with this. So I'm going to do another boot camp. It's going to be revolved around this area. So this is going to be really, really helpful for a lot of you. So you need to spread the word. So hang in there for the details, okay? So how are you? Who's live here with me today? Let me say hello to a few people. If we have not met before, and this is the first time you're seeing me live, welcome to our online crew. So we have the most amazing community here of home-based business owners, entrepreneurs, direct sellers, social sellers, network marketers, all of the above. And you know that you want to leverage social media and use this weird, wonderful thing that we call the internet to attract more people to you to build your business. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? If that's what you want, then you're in the right place, because that's what we talk about here in depth. For me and my journey, it got tough. Things weren't working. I had a business full of my family and friends, and it was going backwards faster than it was going forwards. Can anybody relate to that? And I knew I had a lot of rejection because, for those of you that don't know, I came from the corporate world. So people respected me as a general manager. I wore a suit every day. I lobbied politicians for a living. I wrote government submissions. I dealt with industrial relations and legal stuff and human resource management and liquor licensing and all the things, all the legal things. And when I went to my corporate friends about my new business that I was really excited about, guess what they told me? Well, I think the hardest thing was that people ghosted me, like people that I loved and respected and worked with for years. They just didn't like it, didn't understand it, whatever. So enough of that. And I went, I'm doing this a different way. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to those people. If they can come to me later if they want, but I want to do this a different way. And that's when I went online. And I've invested heavily into mentorship, and I've gone to America a number of times to get mentorship that I can't get here in Australia. I've worked hard for everything that I've built so far in a relatively short time frame. And that was a bit of a, that's a bit of a realization. I don't know if any of you feel this. If you've had careers and then it's taken you years to get where you want to go, and you've probably even gone to university or college or something to get qualifications to do what you do in corporate, maybe. And yet we come into this world of home-based business and our expectations are so big. It's like, well, why aren't I successful in 6 months? And why aren't I successful in 12 months? And we beat ourselves up for that. And it's like, hang on. It took me years to go to uni to get that qualification and my Bachelor of Business majoring in marketing. And then I went back and did law, and, it took me years. And then we come into this business and we get all caught up about how we're not successful in 6 months or a year or even 2 years. It takes time. But how do we do that online? Okay. And this is the whole attraction marketing, personal branding thing that I really want to help more people with, because I don't think enough people get it. And one of my biggest things is, and I live and breathe this, I don't know if you live and breathe this with me, but is to be a human before a marketer. Always. Like I always do everything with integrity. Like I'll admit someone's pissed me off in the last 24 hours because they pushed the integrity button, and I'll tell you about that another day. But everything I do, I do with integrity, and I hope you're the same in the online world. But we have to, like, you have to earn your stripes with a job to get promotions and stuff like that. You have to earn your stripes to get people to look at you, to follow you, to listen to you, to get great value from you, to want to hang around with you on social media and come back and see what else you're doing. And to the point where you're strategic enough in your stories and reels and stuff like that. And, oh, is that a bugbear of mine? I've got a lot of bugbears going on today. Am I the only one in Australia that doesn't have Facebook reels yet? Even Mark Zuckerberg announced yesterday we're rolling out globally Facebook reels to the whole world. Not Helen Martin. I'm still sitting here waiting for reels. So pray for me, guys. I check my phone all the time. I turn it off and turn it on to try to reboot it. I want reels. I want reels. I don't have reels. Anyway, can you tell that that's annoying me? Anyway, it takes time and effort and energy to really truly attract people to you and who you are and what you're putting out there on social media, and to truly grow a following and to truly grow a brand. And each one of you has a brand. You just may not realize it. So there's something going on for you in social media. And I ask this a lot. If I went to your social media right now, what would my impression be of you? At the moment, that's your brand. Is that good enough? Okay. So we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. Harley, can you stop ruining my cushions, please? Right. Any of you have a dog that goes like that to get comfortable on lots of cushions and then ends up ripping the cushions? Anyway, how many squirrel moments am I having today? Let me say hello to some people. Hello, Susan. How are you today? Hello, Facebook user. If you're seeing Facebook user, it means you're watching from my group. Just a note with watching from the group, I love you watching from the group, but you can't share my videos from the group. So if you want to be able to share my videos with anybody or tag somebody in it, then you probably need to be on my business page. But if you appear like that Facebook user, just go to Facebook, streamyard.com/Facebook, and then I'll be able to see who you are. Hello, Cherie. Dan would love more people coming to him. Of course you would. Hello, Olive. How are you? Cherie would like that. Susan would like that. Susan's one of my VIP members. You can tell from all her symbols going on there. Hello, Johnny. How are you today? It's not a crazy question at all. Johnny's saying hello to everyone. Hello, Nicole. Great to see you here. We've got Laurie. We've got Steph. We've got Debbie. We've got Mavish. Is that how you sound it? Sound it. Say it. Say it, Helen. Hello, Joe. How are you? Good to see you here. We've got Loretta. You got that right. Hello, Beth. How are you? Good to see you too. I know it's not fair. It's not everywhere, but Adelaide apparently. No, there's other people in Adelaide with it. It's just me, Johnny. Just me. I know other people in my city, in my state that have got it. I don't have it. Actually, Joe, do you have it? I know Joe's close to sort of where I live. Joe, do you have it? Do you have Facebook Reels? Hello, Jill. Great to see you. I love my dog, and yeah, she loves her nest. Super messy. Harley's always around me. He's around my feet, but I've got a couple of lounge chairs just to the left of me. So often when I'm going live and doing things here, he just finds his way up in the couches. I've given up trying to get him off. I've got blankets on them to try to keep the dog hair down. Just on that, does anyone own a pug? God, I'm having so many squirrel moments today. The one thing I said to the breeder is I'm just not a huge fan of a lot of dog hair. Like, just, what's the dog hair situation? No, all good. Fairly minimal. Anyone own a pug? That was a lie. Anyway, hello, Cheryl. Hello, Merla. Everywhere but well, you're close. It's called Victor Harbour, not Victoria Harbour, Johnny. You're close. Hello, Anna. Oh, I'm not sure if I have Facebook reels. Need to know how to do them. I'll play with it and let you know. No worries. If you've got it, when you go to your feed, like mine, oh, I'm on my phone on Instagram up here, but it just says, where it says make a post, what's on your mind. Mine just still says live group or something or other. Yours will all say reels, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, pray for me. Anyway, let's get back to it. So, those of you that participated in the lead generation bootcamp last week, and that's gone, that's all been pulled down unless you're a coaching community member, and then it's been uploaded to the members website. But that was gold to learn all about leads. And you want leads all the time. You want to be filling your funnel all the time. So you got a funnel like this, and you want to be putting leads in the funnel. And all of those of you that did the training last week, you know how to do that. But then you've got to qualify those leads, and it's a lot of work. Now, I'm sure you want to get to a point where you want more people reaching out to you, because what you want to achieve on social media somewhere along the line is less reach outs, less networking, less messaging, and more people asking you what it is that you're doing. I mean, that's what we all want to get to, don't we? But to do that, like, that's called the attraction marketing way, like attracting people to you. But here's the downfall that I see with attraction marketing is that people go, yes, that's what I want. I want to attract more people to you. Okay, so what do I need to do? Okay, we need to clean up a personal profile. We need to put good content out there. I need to get a bit more organized. I need to plan out some content. Oh, they've told me it's good to do reels and I should do stories and do all the things. And they go full on into learning and content and don't reach out to anybody anymore. That's a danger zone. That'll slow you down big time and send you backwards unless you're already successful. So as much as I love, live and breathe attraction marketing, that is a little bit dangerous to go into attraction marketing. And yes, I know you want to attract more people to you, but just to rely on that wholly and solely, because it takes time to build up trust. It takes time to build up value. So think about your bank account at the moment and what you're making from this industry. And remember that V equals $. Write that down. Value equals dollars. So it just means you're not valuable with your brand yet. You're not valuable enough with your attraction marketing efforts yet. So you want to attract more leads, you want to write down those names, and then you want to reach out to those people and qualify them and all the rest of it. But we still do it in an attraction marketing way. We don't do it in a spammy way. Am I making sense? There's two massive pieces of the equation to be successful online. One is to start building a brand so you can attract people to you. But the other way is, if you're not successful yet and you don't have a big following and you don't have hundreds and thousands of people that hang off your every word, you really want to be doing some prospecting and networking and grabbing leads, because otherwise you're going to go backwards majorly if you just rely on attraction marketing. Okay, it's just the way that it is. I kind of tell it like it is. Make sense? But a personal brand it's easy for me because I live and breathe it and I teach it and have done for a few years now. But it's really interesting to me how people don't know how to brand themselves. So I'd love to know in the comments, if you're watching live or in the replay, do you have what you consider to be a brand? Do you know who you serve and what problems you solve for them? So when you turn up online, you're very focused and you're very specific. Or would you consider yourself to be a bit all over the place? Okay, this is a whole nother discussion. I know you've heard the words attraction marketing and personal branding, but do you know how to really execute it in a way that's going to help you be successful? And I find that personal branding, because of all the hundreds of people that have gone through my branding course, they get there and they come up with this message and it's like, I don't understand it. So what came out for me last week from the lead generation bootcamp, there's still a lot of people that don't understand personal branding. So I'm going to help you. Okay. In March, so it'll either be the 14th or the 15th of March, depending what your time zone is. So it'll either be a Monday afternoon, evening, or a Tuesday morning, depending on where you are around the world. I'm going to do a 4-day personal branding bootcamp, just a very similar to what I just did with the lead generation bootcamp. So I'm going to guide you through what you need to be thinking about to really develop an awesome personal brand on social media. Now, I'm not going to solve all your problems in 4 days, Because for me to really help people with their personal brand, I need to have a one-on-one conversation with you. I need to pick your brain. I need to know what it is, that what is your ultimate goal, what lights you up, because people come up with a brand, but they come up with something that they should think they should come up with, but they're not really aligned with it. They don't really have integrity around it. So they just stop every single time. They come up with something and it's like, oh, this is what I think I want to do, but it doesn't really align with them. And it lasts like 2 weeks and then they stop posting and then everything goes AWOL. And as soon as you go AWOL, so does your audience. Okay. So you need to have that. But what I find for the most part that people really miss with personal branding is you're not niching down far enough. So let me give you an example. Those of you in health and wellness, you want to do it all. There's some of you in companies that help in a lot of different areas. So it might be weight loss, it might be pain and inflammation, it might be sleep, it might be skincare, it might be digestion. There might be a whole gamut of things that you can help people with. So you put up this branding message that you help people get healthier, live younger, longer, and have a good life. It's not a brand. You won't grow a tribe when it's really broad like that, because you're fighting against everybody else on social media that's doing the same thing. A personal brand is yours and yours only, and no one can say what you say until you get bigger. So if you're at the beginning of your journey on social media, you want to niche down even more than someone like me, because I've got a following. I'm still growing that following, of course, but I'm not starting from scratch. So you really want to think about, and I'll give you the tools to think about the right questions that you can come up with something maybe a little bit closer than what you have now. Because you got a brand right now, and is it good enough? And some of you think, well, I don't really have a brand. You do, because your brand is your reputation. When your reputation grows, your audience grows. When your audience grows, then your influence grows. So your brand is your reputation. Your brand is your billboard. How are you showing up right now? What does your brand say about you? It could just be flat out confusing for people. It's like, well, I don't know really what they do. If somebody looks at your social media and questions what you do, then you got some work to do. Okay. This is, to me, and people will argue with me, and that's fine. But to me, this is the most important thing, other than what we went through last week, and always thinking about leads, filling my funnel. I always want people to talk to, because the more people you talk to, the more opportunity you have to get customers and teammates and clients. Okay. If you're not talking to anyone, you're just sitting back and waiting for it to happen and doing the attraction marketing thing, and your business isn't growing, that might be light bulb, I've got to do more. I've got to do more content. I've got to attract more leads to me, whatever. But how do I want to position myself on social media? So you don't want to waste your time. Who wants to waste their time? How many of you already feel like you've wasted a shitload of time on social media? And you're trying hard. And some of you are even going live regularly. You might be creating micro video contents like reels and stuff, but you're not really getting any results. It may be because you're not niched down far enough. It may be your content. It may be your vibe. Maybe you're coming across just boring. No one wants to listen to you. I don't know. There's lots of reasons. That the foundation of everything you do, if you're not Wonder Woman and you don't look like a rock star and you're not a model, and everybody, like what was I looking at? I was looking at somebody's TikTok account yesterday. And one just came up in the feed, and I looked at it, and I looked at the person, and like they had 74 million followers or something like that on TikTok. And it's like, how does somebody get something like that? And then if you look at them and you look at their whole feed, they're in bikinis the whole time, like beautiful tan skin, not a flaw on the skin. And like, there's some people that can just look beautiful and they'll get a following. Are you model material? Is that you? If it's not, I'm sorry, you might have to work a little bit harder to get the same amount of followers as somebody like that. Like, obviously I'm joking. It's not a visual thing, but it is easier for some people, depending on how they look, their vibe, their energy. Are you attracted to people with more energy? Like, do you enjoy turning out and watching live videos from somebody that feels like they're energized about what they do? Like, do you enjoy watching live videos or micro video content from people that don't sort of seem energized about what they do? I bet you don't. So just your vibe, your energy. And here's the other thing that I'm just gonna, and we'll go deeper into this in the boot camp. Oh, there's no. By the way, you can't register for it yet. Because I'm not ready. But I know I want to do it. I've got it all mapped out. I know what I'm going to deliver for you. I've just got to put the workbook together and the registration, all the rest of it. So that'll be ready in the next week or so. I'm just I'm delivering a training this weekend for the American market, and it starts at 2 a.m. I'll go through till 11 a.m. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, and I'm the trainer for 3 nights. So I've got some stuff to plan out to finish off for that training that starts tomorrow night in my time zone. So I haven't got it ready to register yet, but I'm warning you, put it in your calendars, let your friends know, keep an eye out here in the next week or so for when I open that up for registrations. Okay. Is anyone excited? I'll catch up in the comments in a second, but is anyone excited about that? Does anybody think that might really help them? Because the two things, if you know me well enough, there's two things. Who can say it? Somebody that knows me well enough. What are the two things that I really dislike more than anything? So let me know in the comments. I'll catch up with you in a second. Hi Kathleen, how are you? It was amazing lead generation bootcamp. Thank you very much, Susan. I appreciate. Tanya's in the danger zone. No. All over the place. Well, at least you can admit it. You can't solve anything that you don't actually admit it. So if some of you know that you're all over the place, it's actually a good thing, guys. It's a good thing, because if you don't sort of admit that you're all over the place, you can't fix something you don't admit. So if you know you're all over the place, I think that's great, because the only way is up. For a lot of you, that if you're here listening to this, if you turn up to the boot camp mid-March, the only way is up. Okay, like the lead generation boot camp and those that participated in that. Thankfully, you have sorted that out for me. I was all over the place, and I feel so much better about content creation. So Susan's actually gone through my full branding course. You're right, Helen. I thought attraction marketing would blow up my business. Yeah, but it's not the case. It takes a lot of time. So organic strategies of connecting with people is critical, or you'll starve. Very good point, Johnny. Excited. Okay, me. I have a model friend. Doing really well with her marketing business. Energy is everything. Absolutely. Okay. Did anyone put down what I don't? I'm super ready and excited for this. Super excited. Yes, I'm excited. Here we go. Laurie's nailed it. I think Laurie's the only one that nailed it. So there's two things that I really don't like in my own journey. Who can relate to this? Laurie's nailed it. She knows me well, though. Personally, I don't like wasting time. And you can do a lot of that on social media. You can do a hell of a lot of that on social media. And one of those things is not having a brand, because you're just all over the place. So you're doing lots of things. You're consuming your mind with a lot of thoughts. I want to do this and I want to do that, and I want to create this, and I haven't done a post today, and what should I post? And you're consuming a lot of brain space for your business, but you're not doing a lot because you're not focused, because you've got no brand. Okay. Money is the other thing. Like I don't like wasting time or money. I like doing things once. So that's just me. I don't know about you, but I see a hell of a lot of people wasting time and money, chasing even courses and mentorship. They keep chasing the cheap things, $7 here, $14 here, $21 there, $28 there, $47 there, $97 there. Like, you're buying a lot of stuff. You've got shiny object syndrome, but you're never really getting into anything seriously. Like, that's just wasting money. I've been there. I've done that. I've bought courses I've never opened. Who's done that before? I've been there, done that through this journey. So I want to help you get focused. There's a number of questions that I'm going to show you, like share with you in this boot camp to really kind of nail down that brand. Okay. So you'll hear more about that in the next sort of week or so when I get all the bits and pieces together that you can register. I will have a workbook for you. We'll go deep in those 4 days. And I think that this is really, really going to help a lot of people. So if you've got a team, you've got other people that want to learn more about this, because this is your lifeline when you're new. Those of your uplines in your companies that are already successful, they've got something that you don't. Success. And people follow people that are successful, and they can plaster their stuff about their company all over their social media because it doesn't hurt them because they're already successful. You, maybe not so much, if you're not already successful, or you don't have that huge, large network of people, or, you've run out of the warm market and you need some help attracting the cold market online, then this could really be helpful to you to speed up your results instead of it being a bit here, there, and everywhere. Remember, your brand is your reputation. So what kind of reputation do you have? I'm all out of sorts. I want reels. I'm all out of sorts today. It's quite funny. I was such an idiot in my pump class, a couple of days ago. They're like, Ellen, what's wrong with you today? You're so funny today. You're just different. And I'm like, I've been up since 2 a.m. I've had no sleep. I'm delirious. So maybe I just need some more sleep. Anyway, I just want reels. Somebody give me reels. I've got to go. I'm making an idiot of myself. Anyway, I'm here to help those of you that are a little bit lost with the whole attraction marketing thing and the whole branding thing. So hang out with me mid-March. Don't go anywhere until then. You're still going to hang out with me every day. But that'll be really helpful to you. So stay close to my channels, my group, my page, Instagram, and all that rest of it when I open that up for actual registrations. Okay? Does that sound good? Cherie's excited about it. Giving value and helping others is just what it's all about. And I'll tell you, the highest form of sales comes from teaching something first and being valuable. When you teach stuff that's valuable to the marketplace, you'll make many more sales than probably what you do now. And that's all about branding. Can't wait for this from Robbie. Yep, Yvette got it. Wasting time is a big one for me. Wasting time, procrastinating. Deb knows me. Been there. Have things unopened. Who else can admit to that? Great. I'm not the only one that's bought courses and forgot. Oh, I've got a crap load, Johnny. I'm sure in my library there's a great training sitting there that I haven't been through that I've bought. So it's all good. It's all part of the entrepreneurial journey. I think it's not to feel guilty about it. It's just, lessons learned in not chasing the next best thing. So I'm going to leave it there. Join me tomorrow live at the same time, because what am I talking about? I know it's really good. I've completely forgotten, but I know it's going to be really helpful. It's seven something I've got for you, but it's great. It's going to be great. So just turn up with me live tomorrow, because that's going to be a good live tomorrow. I just thought, oh, this is going to be really helpful. I've just forgotten what it was. I'm completely out of kilter today, but it's all good. I've got work to do. I'm sure you've got work to do. So I'm going to leave it there, but hopefully you'll join me live tomorrow. Same time, same place. I'll catch you then. Bye.